You guys are out for mommy. You can do the homemade roll. Sam Sam. Yeah, Sam Sam.
Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you a quick way to make applesauce. I am a very busy mom of 5 with one being 7 weeks old now, and I am going to show you how I make applesauce while doing all the other household tasks. Here I have just picked up my 80 pounds of apples from Azure Standard. There are some slight imperfections in here, but otherwise these were a steal of a deal. I highly recommend them. There is a link in the description if you would like to get a coupon code for that as well. Here I am just quickly trying to wash some apples because the baby is sitting down there, as you saw, nice and quiet and playful. So while I don't have to wear him, I'm just trying to get this going. So I'm just going to chop up as many as I can to get them in this roaster oven and to get things going. That's the one great thing about applesauce. Not only do the kids love it, it's a great treat and it's super simple to make, but it's just a lot of hands-off time once you get done with this part, which can be a little tedious, it feels like at times. So what I did not show on camera was that I did add about a quart or 2 quarts of water to the roaster oven after I had started cutting these apples, just because I don't want them to stick and burn as much as possible. No one really likes burnt applesauce, right? And so having a little bit of moisture in there helps prevent that. You'll see later on down the road that I still did get some burning, but not nearly as much as if I did not have that. And my roaster is only on about 200 or 250, I believe. You can see my oldest son is just sitting there watching. He's just enthralled. I think they ate about a 20-pound box of apples while I was doing this. So I was actually amazed I was even able to get that done. And now my newborn son is fussy. So here is what a busy mama does. I'm just going to give him what we call ups and wrap him all nice and tight, and he'll be content for a while. It's just going to be a little bit harder for me to stand at the counter and chop apples, but you know what? Mama's going to do what mama's got to do, and this worked out just fine for me, as you will see. I honestly do not know what I would do without baby wearing. It is seriously this mama's lifesaver with 5 children. So here is my first stir of the apples. Like I said, I have water in there to help prevent the sticking. I just saw an apple that I missed a bad spot on, so I'm just kind of taking that out, and I'll cut it off and then put the rest of the apple back in. No big deal, but that's also a good thing to look for when you are stirring your apples like this. And now, as you can see, baby has fallen asleep. The sleeping magic has worked on my baby yet again. And so I'm just taking out a bunch of the cores and scraps, etc., to the chickens because, you know, I don't want to have any waste. And this is a very useful way to get rid of the scraps. Now I'm just going to go ahead and mix them up again. In this one, you will see a little bit of the burnt edges that I had talked about before. Like I said, it's really no big deal. Now, if I hadn't put the water in there and more than half of them were burned, then yeah, it might not taste so good. But again, it's totally fine. Those little itty bitty pieces right there that you're seeing. I think it's really only been about an hour or so since I started this project. And here, as you're going to see, it is ready to go. My oldest son is again eating an apple next to me. And you can see my coffee sitting there. He's really excited, and my daughter is across from me, and she is just as excited. This is pretty much the last step. You're just going to sit here with your immersion blender and blend it down, or you can pour it into a blender or food processor if you would prefer. And another step is to use a food mill to get the skins off, especially if you're going to be canning. However, these are just going to go into the fridge for snacks for the week for the kids. So I'm really not too concerned about leaving the skins on because it's just going to be added nutrition for them. Some of the other options that you have for this is that you can add sugar at this point. You can add cinnamon, nutmeg, clove, any of those kind of things that you think would make it taste really good. I am just going for a natural and easy. We do use a lot of this in like our oatmeal and so forth. And true to busy mom form, I did forget to film anything else after this, like bottling it up. So forgive me for that, but these are just put in mason jars and they are sitting in the fridge if they have not been eaten already. I think this made about 1.5 gallons and it was 20 pounds of apples. So please go ahead and like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Have a good day. Bye.